Welcome back to Mark's Little Coin Shop.com. Today we're going to look at the 1943 PD&S Lincoln Steel cent. I bought a roll from Apmex and paid a total of $15.61 for this entire roll. There are a total of course, 50 coins in this roll, and they're all pennies, of course, or cents. Now, looking at the edges of it here, I don't see we're going to get some really great ones, but we'll see what we come up with. But for $15.61, that's not too bad. Anyhow, let's go ahead and get this all off of here and open this little guy up. Let me get you back a little bit further away. And we're just going to lay them all out here. All right. Now, here's a good example. The 1943, for some reason, the steel cents, and see how nice and beautiful this coin is. It's probably been coated with something, and so we really can't take that as a genuine coin, because this is a typical 1943 that you would run into in this shape. Now, the wearing down probably didn't happen that much because you can see where they put the whatever coating on here, and everything looks really nice and sharp, which means they must have done it early before it's gotten worn out. Or is there not much? Well, that looks like a little bit of wear and tear on the wheat. I'm looking at the tip of the wheats here, and if you can get some straight lines, curved lines, and it's looking really decent, then you have a better looking coin. So let's go back over here and look at this guy. And if you take a look at the wheat ends, they look pretty sharp. That looks really nice. You can almost see the lines real well, and that's the sign, of course, of a better coin. And like I said, it's a nice looking coin. It's Philadelphia, and we'll just keep moving onwards. Here we go. It's the 1943 Philadelphia. Again, this is what they'll typically look like. Not great, but it's 1943. And here we have, looks like, hang on, don't anybody go nowhere. It looks like 1943D. Again, like I said, all of these coins are going to be 1943s. They're all steel cents, and basically what we're looking for is just a set of the nice coins of this date, 1943. Anyhow, whole bunch of Philadelphias in here. Oh, look at this guy. It looks pretty decent. It's not too bad. Let me look at it over here. It does. Wow. I'm kind of impressed. Okay, so why am I saying that? So here's the one that, like I said, got somebody put something on this one, and this one over here has nothing on it, and it has some really nice looking views on it. And if you look at the wheat on this one compared to this one over here, it's a really strong wheat. Not much wear and tear on it. So like I say, this is a really good coin here. Wish they all could look like this. That would be really nice, but they don't, because not all of them got coated. Anyhow, moving onwards. 1943 Philadelphia again. And see how boogered up this one is. This is not really great at all. Anyhow, 1943. I don't know why I keep saying 1943. They're all 1943s. anyhow. It's just the difference between the PDs and S's. Here comes another one of those. Another one of those nice looking pennies. What have we got? What date? Still a Philadelphia. But look at that. That's that's where I'm saying this is a real looks. I mean, yes, it's a real coin, but I mean a real look and not having been messed with. Anyhow, like that other coin that we've been seeing. And getting a whole lot of Philadelphias. Not too excited about getting a whole bunch of the exact same coin. Yeah, we did have one Denver earlier, but since then I haven't seen nothing else. And the whole point of buying these was to see if I could get a variety. Here's another one of those that has kind of, like I say, like a nice look to it. Let's see here. It's not, like I said, it's not too bad, but I'd like to have a little bit more variety. And some of these are looking really decent. I don't know what's going on here, but that's a pretty decent looking coin right there. But I haven't gotten any of the, hang on, okay, so again, 1943, and decent look. Sure wish I have somewhere else besides Philadelphia. Let's see, we get this guy focus. The package did say PDs and S's. And I have more Philadelphias than I wanted to shake a book at, or shake a leaf at, or what do they call that? Anyhow, there's another 1943 Philadelphia of nice looking condition. Another Philadelphia, of course. Come on. Running to the end of the stack here. And booted up there. Here's another Philadelphia. Hope you all enjoy this video of all Philadelphias. I was really hoping for some excitement. I love seeing, whenever you find something different on your coins, that's always a great thing. And to get a Denver or San Francisco with the D or the S on there, I mean, that really makes life a little bit more fun. But when everything you got is a Philadelphia, maybe they'll give me one San Francisco, and then they can say, well, that box had a Denver and a San Francisco in it, and that's what it says on the outside box or container. Yeah, these are all 1943 Philadelphias. Now, am I happy about that? No, I'm not happy about that whatsoever. And I really love Atmex. And this is really nasty. And would have preferred if the box or the container actually said or had in it what it said. Oh, hang on. Make me out to be a liar, huh? There you go. Denver. And also it's a nice looking coin. Excuse me. Hey, I guess we're first 25 or so. We're all Philadelphia. This one, well, it went back to being Philadelphia. It had some stuff there. Ooh. Now this is a pretty penny. I don't know what it is yet, but look at that. That's a pretty decent look. And it's also a Denver. See, that's not too bad of a look. Well, I was just saying I'd love to see a San Francisco, so here you are. Here's your San Francisco. Okay, Atmex, you're redeeming yourself a little bit. Like I said, I love Atmex. That company is. I've bought plenty of stuff from them. I really enjoy getting packages from them. Of course, everybody enjoys getting something in the mail, and they typically don't disappoint me when I get something from them. Like I said at the beginning of this one, I wasn't too happy with the entire roll being 1943 Philadelphia's. Throw that into the big pile. But what I am seeing is some really decent looking finishes, or this one has got something going on there. Okay, this one's also not great looking, Philadelphia. Another Philadelphia. We're going the wrong way. Here's a nice looking Philadelphia also. I said, really nice looking coins, some of them. And 1943. What's this one here? 1943 again. Looking rather decent. So I can hold that there for you. And again, the back is really decent looking. Moving on, 1943 Philadelphia. 1943 Philadelphia. 1943 Philadelphia. Ooh, we got a different one. Yay. 1943 Denver. Decent shape, not the greatest, but it's a Denver. 1943 Philadelphia. And that brings us to the very end of the PDs and S's. Like I said, it's that 1943 PDs and S's, and they were in there. Okay, I can say that. You saw that. Anyhow, the reason I also had purchased this, I'd seen on some people selling, the 3 steel pennies cents in a triple flip, such as this one right here. And so I thought, well, hey, I like using the flips, and I was thinking of doing, I'm sorry, I'm laughing, making a couple for myself. And so for some reason, when I ordered, that's 100, and there's 100, and there's 100. I don't know what I was doing, but there's another 100, and another 100, and another 100. So for some weird reason, I bought 600 of those flips. Don't ask me why, but I have a whole bunch. I think I'll stand out on my front curb and give them away for free. Here's the only one that I knew we were going to get some of these. But yeah, if they've been coated, they're not worth as much anymore. Okay, just sorry, that's just the way it is. Okay, well, thank y'all so much for joining me for this little expedition into the 1943 Philadelphia. Yeah, I didn't mention the other two because there weren't that many to talk about. Okay. Y'all have a blessed day, and don't forget to like and subscribe. It'd help an old veteran out. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.